Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Randy's Rants. It is Sunday, June 24th. It's 8:17. I hope you guys have been safe. Inaugurations were not too long ago. Biden's finally president. A lot of people still complaining and all that, which I get. If your candidate didn't win and you voted, cool. You have a right to complain. But you know what? If we don't like how he does his job, guess what? We'll vote him out in the next 4 years. We'll see how he fucking does. I think he'll do good, but we'll see. And if not, we'll just vote him out. There's no need for all this hostilities when your candidates don't win. And I'm talking about both sides, the left and the right. You guys are a bunch of pussies. You guys are a bunch of idiots. All right? You guys create the same division you guys complain about. All right? Instead of fucking bashing each other, learn how to fucking sit down and just learn, like, hey, yeah, we may have differences, but you know what? I know I can't have it all my way. You can't have it all your way. Let's meet in the middle. Liberals want to fucking tax the rich 60%. No, that's way too much. Let's tax them at most 40. That's it. 45 at most. Other than that, let's all fucking work together, all right? Because this is how it is. We're a fucking boat. But you know what? Not everybody can have it the way they want. And I'm going to tell you this too. That's been pissing me off. Not pissing me off, but it's like, everybody says Biden likes kids. I'm like, have none of y'all ever had grandparents and their friends or older people grab you and they sniff your hair and they do all this shit that you say fucking all. They do the same thing Biden does. What's the fucking difference? Seriously, y'all forget Elvis fucking once married a 14-year-old 13-year-old, but no one fucking talks shit about him. So what the fuck? Let's fucking keep the playing field the same. All right. But at the same time, I'm not going to fucking, not every president is going to do the best job and every president's going to like what you do. That's just it. We're supposed to criticize them. It's simple. All right. Trump was not this fucking glorified or should be glorified as the best president or freaking look at him as a god. No, he did. I don't like certain shit he did. He rolled back on a whole bunch of EPA rules that allowed a lot of companies to fucking dump their sludge in rivers. You don't believe me? Research it. But again, he was not the best president. Y'all forgot. Obama took the fucking unemployment from 10% down to 4%. That's a 6% drop. Trump took it down from a 4.2 down to a 3.5. Who really did the majority of the fucking work? Open your fucking eyes. But also at the same time, don't complain. It's just how it is. Don't complain that he's fucking banned off Twitter. He did that to himself. But also, Twitter's his own business. Twitter's its own fucking business. So what the fuck are you complaining about? Also, worry about your fucking life. All right? Worry more about your life. Because fucking I see a lot of people that fucking complain. Your lives are fucking to shit. Worry about yourself, bruh. I talk about politics, but I don't talk as much as I did because I noticed that it's just a rabbit hole you go into. You fucking argue with people that in reality you shouldn't argue with. Why? Because you're worried about your fucking life. All right? And this whole thing about communism, socialism, whatever it is, how the fuck are you going to look at a liberal and call them communist when they just believe certain things? How are you going to do the same thing and call fucking the right fascist? Just because having differences, dude. Seriously, grow the fuck up. But at the same time, because you're a patriot, you're calling somebody else communism? That makes no sense. To me, that makes no sense at all because guess what? Some of the most heinous acts were done by patriots. Patriots to their country. So really think about that. All right? Just because you're a patriot doesn't mean you're a fucking saint. Just because you're a patriot doesn't mean you're the good guy. Nah. There's one thing I know. If you look in the history and in the past, you will see patriots to their country do the most horrific things to other humans. That's just my spew. I ain't fucking saying no more, nothing else. The fights, UFC 257. Chandler, co-main event. Chandler versus Dan Hooker. Great fucking fight. I felt like a lot of people slept on Chandler. I knew he was gonna win. I put my money on him. This cigar keeps going fucking out. It's bugging me. Then you got Poirier and McGregor. Great fight. I thought Poirier was going to win later in the rounds. I didn't think he was going to do it in the second round. But just shows how much he's changed. And I'm going to use Poirier for a perfect example. If you look up all to the hype to this fight, all the embedded and all that, you'd see that in the first fight he had with Conor, he was very emotionally invested. In that aspect, I've always said it. I've said it in the past, like, learn how to control your emotions, because sometimes your emotions will get the best of you, and will be your downfall. It will be the reason why you are defeated. And it did, because he was so invested in that fight that he came out aggressive, really tried, and got caught. Got caught and dropped in that first fight. But also, I'm not going to say that also, he would cut a lot of weight. He was fighting at 145s. The new factor in this fight, he went up to 155. Diet seems better. He's not depleting himself. He's eating more, staying healthy. But going back to that is, if you look in this other fight, in all past previous fights, he's a more calm person. He's more calmer. He's choosing where to throw. He's letting his training guide him rather than emotions. And it's the same thing in life. Sometimes in life is gonna fucking throw some shit at you where it's gonna test you to control your emotions. Like for me, I had a fucking a situation not too long ago. Let's just say I left some things at work, and let's just say those things went missing. And yeah, so I'm not gonna say anything else of what went missing, but at the same time, I knew this person had done it. Like, some of the shit they were telling me was not making sense when I questioned them about it, because I'm like, that doesn't make fucking sense at all. One, everybody loves to keep track the days they come in and all that, especially if you barely start. So, I know y'all fat asses lying on that one. Though I wanted to beat his fucking teeth in, stomp on his fucking jaw, put him in a coma. I looked at a bigger picture. Y'all know how much I've been saying that I want to buy my house. I want to do this. I want to do that. Let's just say if I go my instinct and stomp on a new one, most likely the house gets pushed back 2 years, 3 years. I can't have that. I can't delay that shit 3 years. I can't take more of this fucking schedule for another 2 to 3 years. I'm almost fucking there. I am almost fucking there. Why the fuck am I gonna try to fucking ruin it? I wanted to act with my instinct, but I thought about it. I was like, no, it's not fucking worth it. Whatever was taken, whatever was lost, guess what? Life, God's gonna give me 100 times more. I know it, because I know where I'm gonna be in 5 to 10 years. I know where I'm gonna be in 5, 10 years. So I'm like, you know what? I just kept it cool with that fucking cheese eating rat. But don't get me wrong. I wanted to call him a cheese eating rat. I want to call him a fat fuck. I want to be like, motherfucker, this is why some people get fucking beat to shit. But no. I was like, nah, I'm just gonna let that fucking rat eat some cheese. Maybe someone poisons him. Not to die. It's just a fucking metaphor. By, like, someone beats his ass. But don't get me fucking wrong. I know a lot of people are gonna be saying, "Oh, you're this," but you know what? It's because you guys don't see my big picture, man. In order for me to buy my fucking house this year, I gotta keep everything in play. I'm working hella fucking overtime. I'm doing this just like the real estate lady says, like, work more, that way you can fucking get your house payment king. Instead of this, you can get one that's $1,400, $1,500 a month. Cool, I'll do it. Don't fucking, you're not gonna tell me twice. You guys forget, I'm Mexican. Our fucking culture says, hey, whatever fucking happens, you keep going forward. No matter how much work there is, you just get that shit done. So for me, it was that. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna do me. I'm just gonna keep doing. I know I'm almost fucking there. I won't have to work as much anymore. I'll be able to go back to the gym, because I've been, when all this fucking shit started, I fucking started working a lot, and also I started gaining weight. But that's because when I don't sleep right, and I don't get as many hours of sleep, and it just creates more stress on my body, I tend to go up in weight. But it's cool. I'll fucking do it now. But when I get my house and I'm able to fucking cut a job loose, really focus on me, I'm gonna go back down to 180. You'll see me back down to 180. I know I've done it before. Why can't I do it a fucking second time? And this fucking server keeps going fucking off on me. What the fuck is going on? It's either that or the draw. Take some of it out. But yeah. But in my mind, I wanted to beat his ass. Don't get me wrong. If I catch him on the street, I'm gonna fucking whoop his ass. I'm like, get the fuck over here, you cheesy fucking rat. But it brings to my next point. You gotta control your emotions, man. Anytime you get angry, you always gotta learn to control them, man, because you do not want them to control you, because they can be a big part of your defeat. And you just gotta not care. If you can control your emotions, you basically build that I don't give a fuck, that I don't care shit. A lot of people that I see and all that on social media, a lot of people say they don't care, but in reality they do care. They can't run outside because they're afraid someone's gonna see them or what people think of them while they're running. If you truly don't care, you would do that for your health. If you truly didn't give a fuck. But the point is, you give a fuck. Realize your own bullshit. All right. It is the thing that one thing that I like from this Jocko book. It's called Leadership Strategy and Tactics. This one is like the other one, but this one is more kind of teaches you how you can use this in everyday life, everyday work. If you have problems with some of your managers, supervisors, or even some of like your employees, this is a perfect way to really learn to really like create like a middle balance between the two. And the one I liked the most was the I don't care. I read you guys a little fucking passage of it. There's another way to keep your actions under control. It is another form of detachment. It is very hard. It is a very hard form of detachment to master. It is a form of detachment called I don't care. People are familiar with this idea in negotiations. It is ability to walk away and is a powerful weapon. Oh, you don't want to lower your price? That's fine. I don't care. Keep it. When you are a leader, not caring is a very powerful tool as well. You want to utilize your plan instead of mine? Cool. I don't care. You want me to do some crappy job for you that others find demeaning? Fine. I don't care. You want me to give someone else the opportunity to lead a project? Awesome. I don't care. I'll give them all the support I can. Yes, the ability to not care goes a long way, but it is also a hard ability to acquire. Why? Because it requires being able to subdue and subordinate the most powerful driving force a human being has, their ego. Just gonna stop it there because it goes to my next point. A lot of people have a fucking ego. And a lot of people don't like to admit they have an ego. A lot of people love to say they're such a good person, good humble person, good this. But they have an ego. For me, or from what I see, you can't have an ego and be humble. You can't have an ego and call yourself humble. Because a humble person has his ego in check at all times. The ego does not control him. He doesn't live by certain stupid rules. This is all my opinions. All right? Because I'm going to tell you this. The ego can make you do certain things where it's like, how can I say? Let me see. You know, you can't have an ego and call yourself humble. Because I'm gonna be honest, man. A humble person doesn't have an ego. And a humble person has his ego in check. He doesn't think he's better than anybody. But he doesn't think nobody's better than him. He knows they're all equal. You know, I know you guys are probably saying, "Oh, you're contradicting from this one part." Yes, not really, because I'm telling you this. Someone tells me shit, and they're going off, and in my mind, I'm telling you, man, I don't care because you're not gonna go anywhere where I'm going. I'm gonna see places you're never going to see. That's not an ego. Because one, I'm not gonna tell him to his face. Why? Because it doesn't matter. The ego will want you to tell him so much shit that you ain't shit. You're never gonna do anything in life. In my eyes, you know, that's what the ego's always gonna tell him. For me, it's more like I'm telling myself this so I don't go off on you, so I don't have to tell you shit. It makes it easier for me not to give a fuck about what your opinion is of me or what you're telling me right now, because I know where I'm gonna be in 5 to 10 years. I know where I'm going, so it's cool. Like, you can tell me all you want, like, it's cool. An ego will just wants to make you think, tells you you're better than everybody, tells you all this shit. And it can be true. You are probably better than everybody. But a humble person knows, but he will never say it. He will always, in my eyes, say, this person is better. This person is as equal as me. I'm not better than him. Look around. Let's look around the world at some of the most humblest people in this world. How many people isn't there that are in a spotlight and you see that when you meet them, they're humble. Number one, I'm going to throw this one because everybody knows. Keanu Reeves still goes on the subway, doesn't have any expensive cars, donates a lot of his money to charities, especially with cancer, because he lost his sister to cancer, and his best friend committed suicide. But gives all this to charity. You can tell he's a humble man. Jim Carrey. You can tell a lot of them are humble. You know, they don't believe that, or at least in my point of view, I don't believe they think they're better than anybody. They feel like they're the same as someone. You know, they'll drink the water from the tap. Me, I'll drink any type of water. If you tell me this is going to keep you alive, cool, I'm going to drink it. Why? This is my point of view. Why am I going to turn down someone else's water they're offering just because it's not the water I drink? In my eyes, Jesus would drink that water to survive. How am I better than him to not drink certain water just because of the taste? I'll suck it up. I don't care if it tastes bad. Guess what? It's going to keep me alive. All right. I'm going to keep going. But you guys got to keep your ego in check, man. You can't let your ego get the best of you, because your ego will let you not prosper. Why? You know, may make you unhealthy. Why? Because your ego will tell you, hey, this person's going to say this. Don't do it, bro. It's bad for your image. So you don't go run outside because you don't want nobody to see. And in turn, you don't exercise. And in turn, you get unhealthy. This is why, be humble. Though it's fucking hard, but keep yourself in check. Analyze everything you say and you do. Realize your fucking wrongs. Realize everything, the wrong you do. All right? It's that simple. Well, not simple, but it's hard work. And you know what? If you can't work hard for what you actually want, then what the fuck do you deserve? In my eyes, if you can't work hard for something, you don't deserve it. Even if you work hard for something, you still don't fucking deserve it. Because there's people out there that work 10 times harder than you do that don't have what life has given you. But you can't look at that. It's just how life is. You don't decide, man. Life does not care. Just as much as you're working. But one thing that's actually cool, though, that I'm kind of really excited that I'm going to fucking share with you guys right now. And if you guys wondering what I'm smoking, this is La Palina, el año 1896, Oscuro. Nice little cigar. It came with a nice, cool little sleeve on it. It was actually pretty badass. It's a person's face, but I don't know who's this. I think this is like the mother of the one who created La Palina or something. I'm gonna have to research it. I'll let you guys know in the next episode. But next microphone is right here. This is my on the go one. I got a few more coming in. I got 2 more that haven't been shipped yet. I'll be buying these Yetis, so these are the ones I'm gonna be using because when I was thinking about adding the other microphones, I was like, I don't want to spend too much money because this microphone alone is just $300 or $400. I got it with the deal with this and the interface, so it made it a little bit easier, you know. So I paid everything all together, so I was able to start doing audio and learning this shit. All right, but in my mind, I was like, you know what? I don't want to fucking spend $1,000 on microphones and all that shit. So in my mind, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try the Yetis because I've heard that those are pretty good, especially they're USB. Sure, I'm gonna be honest, the quality ain't as good as this, but it's pretty darn fucking close, especially for the price. And so I'm excited. I'm honestly excited once I get those other ones because this is gonna be cool. Because when I'm hoping to start traveling either this year or next year again. You know, I kind of want to go to either Cabo, maybe I'll hit up New York or probably Paris. I don't know. But everywhere I go, I want to do an episode with that in my background, which will be fucking amazing. I would love to do, and maybe, you know, a few other surprises I got in mind out there. But what I like about this, it comes with so many different settings for the microphone. Because there's certain microphones only come with certain settings. This one has all 4. It has a stereo, the bidirectional, omnidirectional, and the cardio ID, which I'm still learning a lot of this shit, but it's cool. I can't wait. Look forward to some of those. I can't wait to tell you guys when, but I'm still working on the last details where I'm going to have this little studio at where I can fit 3 people, 4 people. I'm still working on the last kinks, but I'm hoping within maybe a month I can have the first guest. We'll see how it goes. You know, I'm playing everything by ear, but yeah, I'm excited for that. Honestly, real excited for that. Can't wait. But thank you guys for listening. Also, guys, if you guys have any businesses, if you guys want me to shout out anything, let me know on my Instagram, Randy's Rants 2020. Also, like and subscribe on my YouTube channel, Randy's Rants. If you like the audio version better and you don't care too much for the visual, it's available on all platforms: Castbox, Apple iTunes, Spotify. It's on all those platforms. So definitely go look. And if you guys wanna you know, shout out any business or any questions you guys have, definitely email me at randysrants1@gmail.com. But thank you guys for listening. As always, greatness is one day at a time. Love you guys. Let's keep hustling. Let's keep working. Let's keep that grind every day. All right, guys. Love you guys. Bye.